Hey Tom, how are you? It's a pleasure to
I,
meet you today.
I am fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, Tom. So, how was your day so far?
Oh yes, I had a couple of interviews, but it's all the time when we a new album out, I get a lot of promo activities around. I
Yeah,
love it.
wonderful.
Thanks for calling.
My pleasure, Tom. And Tom, tomorrow your album 40 Years at War, The Greatest Hell of Sodom is to be out. So, would you like to tell me a bit about this compilation and 40 years of celebration of Sodom?
Yes, I'm so glad, you have to know that was a lot of work, we recorded 22 songs, you know, especially for this album and originally we wanted to be planned to do a live album for this anniversary, but the last 2 years we couldn't find a proper show for recording and to get the crew and the equipment for this. So I came up with the idea of choosing one song from each album and record it with the current lineup.
Amazing, amazing. And is there any particular criteria that you kept in selection of these particular songs from each of the albums?
Yeah, we don't want to cover our own songs. We don't want to choose the classics or the hit singles from each album. So we listened to all the albums, the whole band. We want to choose songs we never played live. Which are maybe underrated, whatever. And so we choose these songs. And when we go to Obsessed by Cruelty, for example, we recorded Equinox. And but a couple of weeks ago, the guitarist Uwe Christophers died. So we took After the Deluge to give him a tribute.
Mm.
That was really funny to re-record all this stuff. When we recorded Obsessed by Cruelty or In a Sound of Evil songs, we have to do it more accurate because some of the original versions are completely out of timing, out of tuning, and we want to play it more accurate, with the drumming and all this stuff. But we try to keep the spirit and the magic of the original ones. So this gives you a nice overview of what we did for 40 years.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. And do you have any particular release day plans tomorrow?
No, no. Tomorrow we have a show. Tomorrow we go to Austria, to Salzburg,
Mhm.
and we have a show. Because for me the anniversary was gone in middle of October. And I'm looking forward. For me it's just a number. We don't want to celebrate any special shows. We're talking about doing a special show in the summer, with ex-musicians, whatever. We couldn't find a proper show, because we still have problems to find good shows, to book shows because of the Corona crisis.
Yeah.
It's still around here in Germany. It's really hard to get proper shows. I'm looking forward. It's 40 years. It was a long time, and we're looking forward.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Sodom's history goes way back to 1981. So how has the last 40 years been for you, and how was the journey?
The time was running so fast. I think that was a long period. When we started in '82, we never thought about getting professional musicians or even to getting a record deal for recording albums, whatever. That was just three persons who want to have a good time. We made music because we wanna went out of all the commercial stuff, of the commercial music was around. We were against teachers, parents, and everything. That was a kind of revolution in these times. But Sodom was one of the first bands who got a record deal in '84. We got a record deal before Creator of Destruction started.
Yeah.
And from that time, everything changed. We went to the studio recording In the Sound of Evil. We never worked in a professional studio. Just recorded our demos with two microphones in the rehearsal room. That was completely different. But it was a long time. But I remember in '89, I quit my job in a coal mine so I could be a professional musician. I get some money from a record company every month, so I could spend more time with the band and touring and making music. that was my best decision in my life. My parents were really disappointed about it, because the job was safe. I get more money or whatever. And I told my father, just want to be a musician. It's hard, but in these times, just a handful of bands did this kind of music. That was really very easy to get a record deal and to get more success in the business.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Sodom has been always stayed speed, real pure heavy metal. The energy, the power has never changed. Sodom
Never.
never go for anything. It was right when you started, even till this day, you guys were so amazing with what you do, and you have amazed the fans around the globe with your awesome music. So how has the experience been, and how do you feel about the success and the strongness of the band?
Yeah, that is, I think our secret is, and our success means that we never really changed what you told before. You're right, because, in the 90s, a lot of bands changed, even creators, even Slayer changed a little bit, and because they get, they get dictated from a record companies to get more, change the music, get more commercial. We have different styles around, and Sodom never, we never get any dictation from outside. Our record label, they got the master when we finish the production, and they're gonna sell it. They're gonna do the promotion. And yes, I think that is a secret. When you're looking back to the 90s, I think Tapping the Vein or Get What You Deserve, Masquerade and Blood are the heaviest Sodom albums ever. We did it completely different. Sodom is a band who ever been there and never changed. A lot of bands split up, coming back, or changed music, doing this, and people talk about thrash metal revival in 2000, something like this. I never mind. We always been there with thrash metal. Well, but you know what is thrash metal? The meaning behind, For me, it's just aggressive heavy metal music. Do what you want. It's like punk music. There is no influence from outside. When we start writing songs, we never look what this band gonna do or this band is more successful. We fuck them. We never mind. We just do the music we want, because we like heavy metal music and this special kind of music. That is the only difference between Sodom and all the other bands. We are no rock stars. And so in this career, if you begin from In the Sound of Evil till Genesis 19, we got better musicians and write better songs, but we never really changed.
Awesome. And Tom, any plans to get back into the studio for another album, either by 2023?
Yes, I have. Yeah, we have a couple of songs written. We had some pre-productions, and I can tell you, the new songs would be the heaviest ever. That is this album. What I want to do is with the next album, I want to go to the professional studio, and being together with a band for 3 or 4 weeks, recording the stuff, mixing the stuff. I also think about get our old producer Harris Jones back on a panel, because he has a lot of ideas. He's still a cool guy, and he keep the spirit of the 80s. We want to have a better sound. We want to get more old school with a better sound. When you compare music from the 80s till nowadays, I think the sound was better in the 80s. If you listen to older Kiss or Mötley Crüe or Venom or even Slayer, they had a big drum sound. That is my dream, to get a bigger drum sound, to get vocal straight to the ears, and but I don't know if will happen next year or 24. We need to talk with the record company and to get an option for the next release, but I want to do this without any pressure. If the music is finished, everything is fixed, we go to the studio and can bring it out. But we have a couple of ideas, and we have you will be really surprised about it.
Looking forward, Tom, looking forward to it. And do you have any plans to come up with a live DVD in celebration of this 40 years?
No, I came up with the idea for a live record, no DVD, when you listen to a live album without any movie, without any influence by pictures, it's completely different. I remember when I listened to live albums like Motorhead or Black Sabbath, I get my own movie, I think a live record, a live album, it's more important than a DVD. It doesn't matter where you play because everybody is filming with a handy, and you can see the show at YouTube, and that will be also on a plan, to find a proper show recording a live album, But I don't want to record a live album at a bigger festival where the people are waiting for the headlining band, I always looking for some special places recording a live album, like Bangkok, for example, the last live album, Maybe next year we got a show in Tel Aviv in Israel. Maybe we're gonna record there something, or we go to Africa, whatever, recording a live album. No?
Sounds great. Sounds great. And Sodom is a band that has always had a close contact with the fan base, and you always give importance to the fans. And recently, I also started noting that you were asking fans to raise requests on what songs you want to play them live for them. So how did this all happen, and why do you have this closer bond with the fan base and giving importance to the fans, which a lot of bands don't do anymore?
Yeah, that's very important. We always say to people, these people, the fans, they're gonna pay the price. They pay the tickets. They're gonna buy the new record. They're buying T-shirts, whatever. They keep the band alive, and that is something what a lot of so-called rock stars forget. So that is the reason why we're gonna stay after the show, if it's possible, doing a meet and greet session, doing a signing session, whatever, and that we're gonna stay in contact with the fans, and that is something I can show you on the box set we released. Wait a minute, this is a book. It's inside the box set. I have to do promotion for it. And my idea was that fans gonna write some stuff about their experiences with Sodom. Um, there is a couple of pages where the fans could write some statements, with some pictures, some photos in it. What is your experience with Sodom? Are there any stories behind?
Amazing.
And we want to give our fans a platform. But this book was limited in the pages, so we put all these statements and text. Want to bring it to Facebook, whatever, on our homepage. Now that is very important. I always been very strong with my fans. I don't want to leave them disappointed. I give my plectrum, I give a beer when we do a live show. I do everything for my fans. If you're a real rock star, you play the last note on a live show. You go to a limousine and go back to the hotel. We're gonna stay. When we played in Mexico a couple of weeks ago on a metal fest, people waiting at a hotel for getting stuff signed. I stayed there for 4 hours. Just signing everything. And other rock stars go through and go to the hotel, go to the room. That is very important to me.
Amazing, amazing, Tom. Amazing. And right now, the box set is limited to 3,500 copies and only for Europe. So, do you have plans to do more for the entire fans around the globe?
I think, yeah, it's limited, but I don't know. That's a business. I never mind. We had a lot of work with the box set, putting everything together. We also have a signed autograph card. We signed 4,000 cards by hand.
Oh,
No, I have to tell you, this for me, it's just a number. It's just 40. And I'm looking forward. I know sometimes the party is over. I'm getting 60 years old next year in February. I never think about retiring, but the day will come. That's what I love when Tom Araya left the stage forever. He want to spend more time with the family or with friends, being at home. If you are touring around, it's a really hard job. But I have so many plans with Sodom for the next years. But I know the time will come. And I don't want to end like Lemmy. I saw the last show with Motorhead was Lemmy. That was awful. This I don't want to die on stage. I want to die in bed.
And Tom, finally, what would be the message that you want to give to the fans around the world?
I want to think, you know, that's what I taught before, a band without fans is nothing, you know. It's, when we play a live show, it's not just a band, it's the audience and the band together, creating a show, And I know we have a strong fan base worldwide, and these fans, they keep us alive, I can always thank the fans for supporting us, If nobody buy the stuff, if nobody go to the shows, we are gone, we can stay home, I can retire. I don't want to retire, I can say thank you so much for supporting us, We have a great strong fan base, We love you, we love the fans, And that is what other bands forget of, That's something we always remind,
True. Amazing, Tom. And Tom, I want to thank you so much for your time today. It's a real pleasure and honor to have you on this interview. And thank you so much for the 40 years of awesome Sodom music, making our
Yeah.
life better with your amazing, pure metal awesomeness. And like I said earlier, staying strong with the amazing speed and energy from the beginning till now. And we are looking for more great awesomeness from Sodom in the coming
Yeah.
years. And I
And
wish you all the best. Thank
and
you.
we're looking forward to go to US America again,
It'll be awesome, Tom.
That
Thank you.
will be that what fans are really missing, So we need more promoters, serious promoters, and we go. All right.
Sounds
See you, my
good.
friend.
Thank you, Tom. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye.